Hey guys, so I finally got it. The figure that costs thousands of dollars. I got Scratch the Cat. Well, I mean that's kind of a lie because this is the Super 7 Ultimates version of it. Um, so basically, it comes in the regular old shipping box. It's got the Ninja Turtles logo here. What figure it is? Cracking it open. Pretty much what we're used to with Super 7 Ultimates. We got a box with like a unique logo here. The colors range. Like this one's purple. Usually see purple green. So we got the name scratching the cat at the bottom. Ultimates here. Ninja Turtle logo here on the back. All that usual stuff on the bottom. And just slides off. And yeah, looks just like the kind of the old figure, just an updated version of it. Get a ton of accessories. Like I don't know if we'll be able to go over all this stuff, but like in the back too, we get like the what you call it, like the original accessories on like a little rack. But everything else is kind of updated, or that's the way it seems. So it looks really cool when I saw this in person. This was one like I've kind of cooled off from the Super 7 collection, mainly because you know, the expense and the size, and just kind of narrowing my collection down. But this is one I couldn't pass up on. Like I went to a store close to my work and seen this and Ace the Duck, and I forgot the neck Ace the Duck, but they never made a scratch. So went in and got him up close. This is pretty much everything in the package. Get a pigeon, I guess. All this other stuff, which I'll go over. Look on the top again. On the back, we get like a kind of a rundown of who he is. I feel like this is kind of the same thing that was on, you know, the old figures. So if you want to, you know, read that, you're welcome to pause it here and read that. Same old stuff. So, anyways, next, just crack it open and check it out. Alright, so I got everything out of the package. I kind of just got it sprawled out here. One thing that's interesting about him is that this ball and chain is actually part of the mold. And this is actually like a metal chain. So whenever you pick him up, you have to kind of like hold this too. I guess you could kind of put it in his hand or something. But yeah. Well, actually, I guess the other hand would make more sense, wouldn't it? So, yeah. So that's just one thing you gotta kind of take into consideration. You know, this figure was like really late. Like the last turtle figure I remember getting was Mona Lisa. So remember this one Hotspot, they were there at the tail end. So that's one of the reasons why those are basically so expensive. That's just the mentality behind it. But like it reminds me of what I've seen of it, you know, like I'm saying, like I just never had it. Articulation looks pretty straightforward. You know, you just got like the elbows, diaphragm. I don't think there's a waist cut. Well, yeah, there is. It's just a little tight. Just like right there underneath the shirt. The shirt kind of dangles a little bit. Do have a spot for the tail, so this tail just comes loose kind of behind them, so you just pop it in, and there you go. And it's just curled up like that. It doesn't have any bend to it or anything. This necklace has, it's like a rope actually, like a little file there too, like he's, you know, going to break out of prison and stuff. I mean, the quality is superb. Super 7 almost always kills it. The only thing I can really remember is like the, whatchamacallit, the foot soldier that I was really disappointed in. So if you want to see that review, just check it out and hear my gripes about it. He has quite a bit of size to him. I'm going to try to bring out like a turtle, maybe a Muckman, just to kind of show you the comparison of it. Single jointed elbows, single jointed knees. It does have like that, that's a lot. There's like a mismate there. I mean, it's, you know, doesn't stand out or anything. And this nail fell off. Oh. So, but there we go. Everything else, we get an extra head. Other one's just kind of like looking over like he's, you know, spying on it. I think I'm gonna try that head on real quick and see how that looks. Get behind the camera. Get some elbow in there. And there's the peg for it too. So it's just like a dumbbell, you know, come out to the neck. Oh, shoot. Necklace fell off too. Like basically that necklace is doesn't really, it just kind of hangs there. So like, you know, just be careful because that's really easy to lose. You don't hear it hit the ground and thud. So I think I got on there. Didn't really hear that pop sound that you get, but there you go with that. So it's pretty cool. Kind of like that look. I don't know, just if you could do it like that way and he's like creeping or something. I don't know. Like I wonder if he can like hold it like a kind of walking pose. Well, it does have like a curved foot, so yeah, you can do like that. So that's pretty cool. Does come with a money bag. Pretty hard plastic. Gold looks really cool. So I got some stuff on it. The dollar symbol here. And I guess you can have him hold that. I don't know. I think he was like in the cartoon. I'm trying to remember like how it went. You know, like those later characters they just kind of threw in there, and you know, like they did episode Took a Razor just to kind of boost ratings because I remember the show was kind of doing bad at the end. It had, you know, basically served its time, I guess you could say. So there we go. So got the bag. And you kind of balance it like that. This penguin, I don't remember at all. It has no articulation or anything. It's just like a figure flipping a coin. So whatever. Looks cool, but you know, it's just kind of like an extra piece. Do get a hammer here. Kind of like a baby blue look to it. Some bandage there. Looks cool. So I got a little white paint drippage there. Get a dead fish, which I think is kind of like a weapon, like he could hold. I don't know, I'm trying to think how it would look. So I think I'm gonna keep those hands. I think those hands look really good. Yeah, so I guess you can use this as a weapon. I don't know, or hold it like he's eating it. Let's see, got the cake gun. So I guess the way I'm thinking this is like the whole prison thing was like you would bring a cake and have like a file in it, so I guess he had a gun in it. So I guess that's the mentality behind it, but it looks kind of cool. You know, it's pretty hard plastic. You know, nothing amazing about it. And then we get like a big file, which is kind of like a, you know, bigger version of what's around his neck. Definitely has some roughness to it too, like a, I don't know, maybe a matte paint or something. And then we go into the fists. We got a lot of them. And they're all in the package. I'm going to show you this real quick. If you open it or get it or whatever. They're all down here at the bottom. So just be careful when you open it. I had a bunch fall out. So we get 2 fisted hands. You know, really what surprised me is how good these hands look. Like they just look really good. Like a good paint here. This like textured and good like kind of brown tannish wash in there, and the claws look really good. I don't see one that's messed up yet. Get to gripping hands. Well, this one's like a trigger. It's a left hand, and right one's like a regular one. And then we get like these claw hands, which are fairly similar. This one's kind of all going down. This one's like the pinky's sticking out a little bit. So those look good. And the last thing is this rack, which is kind of interesting how they did this ball and chain to connect everything. But it's basically, you know, the cake gun, the file, the hammer, and all that stuff. You know, I'm looking at it now, and I don't see how this file would come out. Well, never mind. I see it now. Okay. So you can kind of see on this side, like, I don't know, this is hard to explain, but that's like a flat piece there. On the back side, you can see like where that piece is still there, and then this piece at the bottom too. So basically what I'm saying is if you cut this out, that piece would still be attached there at the bottom too. So, but I never open these. I just kind of keep them because they're, you know, pretty neat. So that's pretty much all for the figure. I think I'm going to bring out a turtle and like a maybe Muckman or something. Depends on who I can get without knocking everything over. And just do like a size comparison because this one thing's kind of interesting too. So be right back. All right, so I got them all out. You know, like to me, like I thought Scratch would be closer in size to the turtles, but the turtles are always been kind of shorter than everybody. I guess it's like a thing about them being turtles. I don't know. But so Scratch, you can tell, is like maybe a good inch taller than him, and then you know Muttman's gigantic. Like with the trash can and Joe Eyeball, there's no comparison. He's easily the biggest one I've got, and that's even including like Rocksteady and Bebop. So I mean, quality wise, this is fantastic. Like I have to give it to him. You know, this is the one thing I like the most about this is like kind of like a middle ground of, you know, hey, I want this figure, but like I don't want to pay gobbles of money for like the original, you know, and you get this one, which is technically a better figure, you know. I mean, like things have changed in 30 years, but you know, I mean, I like that about it. Like that's an option, and that's kind of what stuck me on it was, you know, being able to get something like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess if I get a score, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's probably about a 10. I mean, it's a fantastic figure. It's awesome. Can't even gripes about it or anything. Really blows me away with their quality. Like Super 7 Ultimates are fantastic. I've really bought one that just wasn't great. So, but anyways, that is my review, and thanks for watching.